Oh,
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 20s for Days. Woo. Episode 43 of
Woo!
Braindances in Night City. For the last 42 other episodes with some hiccups along the way. I'm Adam, the GM extraordinaire that never does anything wrong. And let's
yeah.
start with Jay for introductions.
Is the audio on?
Yes, the audio's on.
Hi, I am Jay, and I'll be playing Version, the group's nomad chauffeur driver extraordinaire. And things are definitely not my fault.
Oh, whoops, hang on. Nope, sorry, I had the audio off. Do it again, Jay.
Nah, I'm Jay. That's it.
Yeah, got
That's all you're
it.
getting. Figure the rest out.
Go, Rana.
Hi, I'm Rana, playing Relay, Angus's information gatherer, because he can't do it himself.
Rob.
I am Rob. I'll be playing Dante, and it's probably my fault.
Probably.
He's muted again.
Nathan.
No, I'm not.
Hi. Hi, I'm Nathan. I'll be playing Jinrai, the team's, Dr. Angus's bodyguard extraordinaire. And as always, nothing is Jinrai's fault, ever.
Circle of life from one corporo to another.
Mhm.
Dr. Angus is running on the tad bit late, so we'll have a small interim at some point when he gets on board. But until then, that'll give me 10 minutes to do a quick recap. So, what happened last episode that never really saw the light of day? So, the group attends the wake of Elijah Blackburn, where Angus does a mad dash to get to the wake before everybody else so that he can do a quick peruse and pulls off any and all photos he sees of Hamilton and stashes them behind a table and then proceeds to, in the politest way, throw his ego around and take control of the proceedings. Being very flippant towards Hamilton Bordeaux in the face of what was originally, I guess, a bit of nicety in a social context. Everybody sort of sits down as they begin the procession, and it's a kind of a who's who of the corporate world in Texas. There's a few companies that people recognise. There are some that people have never heard of before. And everybody sort of gathers around to just sort of network / catch up, or just be present in this sort of social gathering. At one point, Hamilton bailed up. Getting everybody's names mixed up. Sorry.
Dr. Angus.
Thank you. Bailed up, Doctor. I'm like, I'm picturing it in my head and then just forgetting to say it. So he bailed up Dr. Angus and essentially said to him, what's your purpose here? What are you doing here? And for once, Dr. Angus was very, very tight-lipped. He didn't want to give away too much, even to the point of walking away. Jin had noticed that Hamilton has security around, and that they are sort of ever present in this sort of very well dressed man with a mask that makes him look very much like a statue. as cool, calm, and collected as Hamilton appeared, he sort of got a bit ruffled at this sort of carefree Angus, but the fact that he just wouldn't really say anything had kind of flapped him, and he didn't know what to say or quite what to do. And I believe where we last left, the wake was winding down and everybody was going.
To the after party.
Well, there wasn't
That's
really.
where we are.
Was there an after party? I don't remember that bit. I don't. There wasn't a bloody after party. Shut up, Rob.
There was.
Fuck you.
No, that was 100% an after party. Let's get on it.
Angus was sort of like trying to see who he could recognise, who he remembered, just to try and I think his cognitive faculties going. At the same time, Relay was just trying to get like a little bit of idle gossip, just to see what people were generally thinking and feeling about Hamilton Bordeaux and Southern Corporation. And she was getting a bit of a mixed response. Like there were some people that just they knew he was a bit of a powerhouse in Texas, that he'd sort of built from the ground up, and he's very sociable and always out in the camera and being seen. He helps the community. Even to the extent that he had helped pay for all the funerals and the proceeding and the wake, because he was aware that Angus's mother wasn't able to afford it, and that she had been living essentially off of Sebastian, the butler's money. Hence why she had moved in, why Angus's parents had moved in with Sebastian in the first place. And I think that pretty much covers everything up to speed.
I think we finished with a rather lovely conversation between Relay and Angus's mother.
Oh, yes. What was that about? I've forgotten.
Where Relay was relaying to Angus's mother about some rather lovely deeds, but never to mention any of this to Angus in case his head exploded. Of all the tales of what he's been doing in Nightcity, and she was very proud.
Oh, that's right, about the whole mechanic doctorate thing. Yes, sorry, you were right. Thank you. That yes, Relay was having a good heart-to-heart almost with Olivia about what Dr. Angus had been doing in the years that he'd left, sort of building up a bit of a rapport with Angus's mum, which I guess was muchly appreciated in sort of a down moment. You know, hearing all these stories about her husband and the company, but not many people were really talking about Angus. They were focusing more on Elijah, so it was kind of nice for her to hear something positive. And that is essentially where we left off. Da, 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 da. Alright, so let's say that, we're still at that point where the night is, the evening is sort of winding down. And what would you like to do?
Not a lot, really.
Just fucking, surely Dante's going to kick on.
Quite possibly.
Might need a shot of adrenaline or something from Angus at this point, but yeah.
Yeah, go on, sorry.
I was gonna keep an eye on Freaky Mask Mace face.
Well, that's who I'm keeping an eye on. Or I'll be with Angus, but like not with Angus, if that makes sense.
I'll cause a distraction.
For what? What?
Ding, 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 ding.
The distraction for what? Dante just like doing a line.
That's what you wanted, right? He just starts ringing a glass like he's got a speech.
Are you gonna make a speech? All right, go on.
Sure. We're recording?
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah.
Yep, ding, ding, ding. Everybody sort of like eventually
Everyone's
turns
sort of
around.
Even all of us like.
I'm just like, big wink over at Jin and Angus and the crew, you know. Yeah, got this. Don't worry. And he's like, right.
He
Light
doesn't
back.
Abort.
Yo,
Want
why
to take
is
a
he like
moment
this?
to thank all of you for coming. Been a real pleasure.
This is going to be bad. Where's his chicken?
Some of you might know our gracious host, Mr. Bordeaux. Yeah, where is he? Somewhere? Can I get a Bordeaux? Well, he's around somewhere anyway. You'll find him. I can't even see a picture of him to point him out to you right now, but he was around. Yeah, we would like to thank him for putting on a great spread. The food's been awesome. I really enjoy the food.
Really appreciate some food.
Better get in the. I hear the open bars closing in about an hour, so that'll be your cue to, you know, time to fuck off.
Nice.
Jesus.
I'm looking back over at the crew like confused because they're still there watching, but I'm like, all right. And then I'll be like, oh, I would also like to thank. You might have met my doctor.
My doctor.
Angus, is it Southam, isn't he? He's over here somewhere. What's his name?
Somewhere.
Southam is the name of
Is it Blackbird?
Oh,
yeah.
is it the company?
The Southam is
Southam.
Hamilton's company.
Just keep going.
Oh, my bad. Dr. Angus, anyway, yeah, he's over. If you need any doctor advice, you best see him. And looking back over at the crew, they're still standing there watching me. I'm like, I think I made a mistake. Anyway, yeah, trying to wrap it up. Thank you all for coming. And
Keep going.
Hamilton's a great. Oh yes. Sorry. Just got a little word. There's more to said. I believe we were going to get some. Maybe if I could invite the new widow up to say a few kind of words about her late husband.
Oh, the new widow. Fuck.
Just looking for there seems to be a few dry eyes in the house, so we need to stir up some.
I don't know what's happening.
There's a funeral, damn it. Why aren't you
It's
crying?
Lydia, right? Is she looking to say anything a lot nice about her husband yet?
Well, she's very awkwardly sort of like turns and looks at Relay, who's still sitting with her, and she sort of like stands up and says,
Give her a little pat on the shoulder as she goes to stand up.
I would like to thank everybody for coming, and it was such a nice honour to have everybody's support, and that Elijah wouldn't have said that he would have cared, but I think he would have been quite happy to see so many familiar faces. And she sort of like looks around the crowd, and friends and long time acquaintances here, to just sort of remember the man that he was, and for that I do thank everybody. And she sort of nods and then sits back down.
Oh, such heartfelt words from
I
you,
give-
Widow.
I give her a
Oh,
tissue.
and
She
that's
thanks
so
you.
true,
She says,
so
"Right."
true. And yeah, end of a dynasty. No one will ever match him.
Yeah, Angus.
Yeah, you got
Oh.
shit in the
What?
background. Hey.
Eh, what?
Hey?
And yeah, would anyone else like to? Yeah, if you've thank you all for your kind support in business and dealings and wheelings. This has been Dante. Take care.
Jimmy, just
I'm looking
text
back over at the
Dante.
team now, and we're like, "Are we done? Are we?"
No, Jimmy, quick.
Make
Text,
sure to like and subscribe.
voice
Yeah,
the text
if
to
you could
Dante.
please check your pamphlets for all the subscribe icons and hit the bells and make sure that Mr. Bordeaux gets all his advertising perks wherever he might be.
Voice the text to Dante. Yo, Dante, keep it up. We need more time. Get some more guests up on the stage, yo. This
And
is
he's
the
like, hold on, I'm
right.
just getting a message. Incoming. We need to stall a bit more. so I'm sure something big's just around the corner.
Stretch.
I could just stretch this out a little more. Perhaps we could have time for a joke, maybe.
Yeah, this speech.
Yes, there we go for joke one. Right, maybe two peanuts were walking down the street, and one was assaulted.
Yeah, it's just like.
You'll get it later. It'll be hilarious. Don't worry, guys.
Get it later. It's gonna hit you in 3 hours.
Don't
All
worry,
right,
it'll be a cult classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to free bar. Cool, bye. Yeah,
Pardon me.
And he
Yeah,
sucks.
everybody's sort of like, you can hear murmuring instantly, like, who the hell was that guy? What was he on about? Is he
Why's
with
his
Angus?
face all swollen?
Did he come in with Angus's group? And you sort of,
Why did he stall?
hear this sort of, murmuring around of who's he, what's he's, how's he's.
Oh, jeez, that's amazing.
Would
Well,
anybody
this
else
isn't
like
panic
to
into a flashbang or
do,
anything.
to do anything?
I'm at the bar getting 4 beers right now.
Oh, okay, yep. So you walk up, and they just like crack open, 4 bottles, and then hand them to you, thinking that you'll take them away. Like they give you a little tray, and you just like bang, 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 knock them back.
I'm not good with speeches. In between breaths.
Really?
Not really. I'm just gonna hang with Dr. Angus. Really, I'll
Yep.
keep eyes on him.
Yep.
Until-
He's sort of, I guess, peacocking, for the lack of a better word. He's just sort of like standing there, not really talking to anybody, but sort of like taking the room in. And he does cut quite a presence here. Quite often somebody will walk up and sort of, talk to him. Half of it's kind of like schmoozing. The other half is like, people that did know his father, work with his father, or in some capacity, and genuinely say sorry. And Angus being Angus, almost devoid of emotion and understanding how it works, unless it's a genuine appreciation or compliment for himself. He
Mhm.
just doesn't know what to do with it. But yeah, like nothing jumps out immediately at you threat wise.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, it's all quite a nice little wake.
Cool. Yep, that's what I'm doing.
It's food like.
It's actually really good. It's all fresh finger food. So when I say fresh, like any fruits and vegetables that are out are fresh, quite large, very tasty. Then there's like a lot of barbecue sort of finger food also thrown around. So it's a mixture of sort of meats and greens. You do see, actually, everybody can make a perception check.
I'm gonna say there's a couple of tasteless items mixed in,
No.
but they're all pretty looking. I was just saying, 'cause you're accusing Dante of eating ornaments earlier.
Ah,
I was eating the
forgot
curtain.
about that.
Where am I?
Sorry.
There it is. Ooh, yep,
Damn
I
it.
see the bar.
Sorry, I've lost my window. Oh, there it is. Alright. You all notice, because it wasn't very hard, a couple of the wait staff sort of move over towards the door, and you can see them sort of like looking under one of the tables, and they pull out a stack of pictures which they start hanging up in all these missing spots around the room of Elijah, Blackburn and Hamilton Bordeaux.
Can we if we notice this before they actually do it, like we know. Does anyone know that
No, Angus
Angus
bolted
did
in
that?
there and did it.
Alright.
Um,
Oh, that's just weird then.
yeah,
I must
just,
have triggered a response when I'm in my speech. I was
yeah.
like, oh, they're like, fuck yeah, we did have some photos.
No, I don't do anything then. Because I don't think he told me about it. He's keeping that to himself.
Yeah, he just sort of bolted in before anybody else could really get in there, and by the time you guys got there, he was already putting stuff away. But yeah, they're just hanging up all these pictures now.
Alright. I allow them to do that.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm going to shoot someone for hanging a picture.
How generous
Or
of
will
you.
I? Or will I?
I'll do
I haven't
it.
shot anyone in a while.
But yeah, is there anything else anybody would like to do at the wake?
Not really.
I think I'm good.
No, that's alright.
One of the
Yeah,
doctor's
fill
area,
up
isn't it?
on finger food.
It
It's
is all
more-
really, really tasty. It's almost like no expense has been spared.
Spared? Is there a doggy bag?
I could take away.
No, not that you can see.
No.
He's just like,
Find
is it just a
spare tablecloth?
bag?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
plenty
so
of
I was-
tablecloths
I
and
was
serviettes.
Really going to ask this.
Alright, I'll make sure I get a sack of takeaway with a tablecloth.
Yeah.
I'll take my my jacket off and just start and like tie the sleeves together and stuff like that to make sort of like a bundle,
Just like big
if you will.
guest
Just load
walking
up
past
on
it. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, like I'll grab a plate, like one of the platters off the table there, and I'll just start shoveling fucking all these gourmet sausage rolls into my
I mean,
Into
we'll
the
do it
jacket.
towards
Some
the
people
end.
Been living
look at you.
been living off laxer for God knows how long.
And you get sort of like half a tray in before a waiter sort of comes over and he says, like, he sort of like puts a hand out and you kind of half stop to turn and look at him and he's like, are you all right there, sir?
Oh, yeah, just I don't have to come back later on.
Can I ask why you're putting it into your jacket?
There's no takeaway containers.
Are you a
So,
homeless person that's just wandered in, or?
do I look like a homeless person that's
Yes,
just wanted in?
yes,
I
you
mean,
do.
like, he says that while he's like shoveling wood into his mouth.
Do
Do I
you
look like a homeless
do you
person?
know somebody here?
Yeah. I know the what's his Angus. I
Yeah,
know Angus.
look, I'm really sorry, sir, but I think I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Well, you can try.
Okay, sir. Can you please leave?
Oh, well done, you did it. No, because I am here on invitation, and I don't particularly like the way that you're speaking to me. In fact, why don't you go fetch me your supervisor?
No, no, okay, and he sort of like looks a bit confused for a second.
I'm an
And he sort
honoured
of walks
guest
off.
of the recently deceased's son.
Yep, you're talking to his back as he sort of like walks off.
He's raising his voice as he
He
walks
just
away.
starts
Yeah,
shoveling
and
food faster.
I'm raising my voice. I'm like, yeah, you better walk away.
I'm an honoured guest of the deceased son.
Yeah. And a
Yeah,
moment
and then
later,
I go back,
a
and I
man
grab another
comes
platter,
back in a
just
suit.
sort of out of spite
Yep.
almost.
And
I've
you
got like
sort of
another
like
platter by this stage,
you
and I'm like pouring it
getting the
into my
second one
thing. I'm
over,
like,
and yeah, this man
yeah,
comes
yeah.
over and he's
I'm
in
like,
quite a
fuck that
nice
guy.
suit, and he's like, "What seems to be the problem, sir?"
Problem is, you're hiring a bunch of dickheads.
Excuse me?
Did I stutter?
Didn't really need that kind of language, but that's okay. So you're friends of somebody's here?
Oh my god, yes, I'm here with Dr. Angus, the son of the recently deceased. All right, I'm one of his entourage, if you will. I'm his driver.
Yep. Oh, you're his driver.
Yeah.
Right, okay, hold on. And he sort of like whispers something to another waiter behind him and he sort of scuttles off. May I ask?
Where's he going?
Don't you worry about him.
No,
Can
no.
I ask
I will
why
worry about him. Where is he going? You go and whisper
you're
to him, and then he pokes off somewhere. Where is he going?
Can I ask why you're filling your jacket with food?
Oh my god! So I don't have to keep coming back to the table.
We do have plates and cutlery around.
Starts putting plates and cutlery in his jacket.
Yes. Yeah,
What do you?
that's good to know.
Were they
This
not
isn't
up
all
to
for
you?
now. This is like for later as well. This is just like it's just easier this way. I've got my sausage bundle, and now I've got something to
Right,
hold it
so
in. And I
you
can,
thought you would take some food from a wake home for later.
well, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to eat all this now. I mean, I'll have some later.
And
know,
you
for,
are
like,
Dr. Angus's driver.
Yes. Why has nobody believed this? Do I not look like a driver? Do I not look respectable enough for you hoity-toity bastards?
Let's not throw any insults around. This is a wake after all. Let's be respectful. That's all I ask.
I am being very respectful of the dead guy lying in that coffin over there. I don't have to be respectful of anyone else, truth be told. I'm here to pay my respects to the dead man and support his son.
And that's excellent.
And I can't do that on an empty stomach. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to go back to consuming my meal, saving some for later, because, I'm not going to, tell you that it's not delicious. You guys have done a great job. Okay. Here's a little compliment for you. You guys have done great. All right. Well, actually, it's probably the catering that did great So you get onto the catering, the wait staff.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Here
Well, I
it.
don't particularly like being, questioned when, like. I mean, let's be honest here. You guys thought I was a bum that just walked in off the street, didn't you? You profiled me. You profiled
Well,
an honoured guest.
I believe what it was the fact that you.
Hey, this guy's
walked
profiling
up
over here.
To lower your voice, please, sir. You walked up and proceeded.
Did you just tell me to lower my voice?
Are
you embarrassed
I did.
that I am
No,
calling you out for
not
profiling
Not at all. Not at all.
someone?
You could sort of make a human. Oh, you haven't got your thing up.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, do you? Make
Yeah,
a
you
human
got that.
perception check.
Human perception. Okay, is that not?
Yeah. All right, Karen.
It is a human perception, isn't it, Rob? You're
Just
good
a
with these?
perception, or
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Human perception if you're
he's-
trying to read people.
Yeah, he's moving, and I
Social skill.
wanna see if you can realize why he's moving.
Human perception is more like insight.
Middle row.
So, yeah.
Down the bottom.
middle road down the bottom?
Down the bottom.
Yep.
Yes.
Seen. Ooh, I am
14.
14.
Yeah, no, it's pretty easy. You can see he's starting to. He's like eye glancing around. He's starting to squirm a little bit, but he's kind of keeping that facade. But you can just sort of see. He's kind of stuck in. And he's trying to get you to lower your voice.
Well, I'm trying to get you to leave me alone, okay? I'd like to grieve in my own way if I could, please. Right?
Understandable.
Just
But
leave.
gotta remember there are other people here
Come
too.
in here
sir.
to pay my respects to my friend's father, whom I work for, and you come in here and you profile me, and you're trying to kick me out, and then it's too much. It's too much. Just
And just as
go
you
away.
say that,
Go away.
you notice standing nearby is Hamilton Bordeaux. So he's the owner of Southern. He's the guy that paid for all of this. He was Angus's dad's opposite in corporations, standing there all of a sudden. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Bordeaux, sir. Finally, someone who can see some sense. This gentleman here and his associate who just disappeared were just profiling me, essentially, and
Oh, I don't blame them. You look like a
were
complete and utter
insulting
bum.
me.
You look like a very, very homeless man. And I mean very.
Got you there.
What do you mean, got me there?
You're wearing clothes from the butler.
I'm sitting in
small
the
for you.
corner thinking, "Oh Christ, why does everyone ruin a fucking funeral? Why do I hang out with these people?
Yeah,
Dante
funeral,
and
funeral
his
should be more fun.
speech, version stealing food.
I'm not stealing. It's
Alright.
free.
Realize
Wait, was there
just
a door charge?
sitting in the corner, just going, "Oh Christ." I am desperately trying to make sure that I do not bump into anyone I know.
Oh, you don't know anybody here.
Except for
Or a
Jin.
camera.
I am avoiding Dante like the plague after his speech. And now that I can hear Version screeching that he's being profiled, I'm like, oh.
And with that, sort of
Sinking down
Hamilton
into a
sort
chair.
of leans in a bit closer to you, and he's like, "It doesn't surprise me that Angus is hanging out with never dwellers, but if you were really desperate for some food, you could have asked us for at least a tray, they would have given you one behind the bar, and you could have taken it out with some form of, I guess, elegance, rather than standing in this busy room and making an eyesore of yourself, which obviously then leads itself back to Angus. And now we know what kind of company he keeps, but that's okay. That's who are we to judge this year? So this is where we're at, I guess. And he sort of like steps back again.
Version is like trembling, like visibly like shaking with just pent up rage, like out of respect for my friend and his deceased father. You are fucking lucky you didn't say that to me anywhere else.
Oh,
'Cause
oh,
you
you just
s-
tell me the time and place, and I'll say it again. I have no qualms in doing that.
Oh, this guy.
Ballsy.
What time's this shindig supposed to finish?
Oh, I dare say in probably an hour or two.
Very well.
Stick around, by all means.
Oh, I believe I will.
Good, good, good. Have a seat at the bar. The barman will look after you. I just ask that if you're going to continue eating, at least do it off of a plate with some form of decorum. I don't know what the other west of America might have said, but here in Texas, we are definitely not animals. So, there's that.
I'm going to the bar,
Good
but not
day,
because
and
you.
he walks off. So you both sort of pirouette and trump each other at that moment.
Amazing.
I sort of turn around and that, and I turn to. Is anyone sort of on that side near the bar, or any of the crew?
Dante is.
Okay.
I was going to say, I reckon halfway through your conversation, Dante had tablecloth in his hands, and then he just dropped them and went, "That's a great idea. I could ask the bar staff for devices to carry this," and ran back over and didn't catch the last half. But he's over there now asking the bartender for some containers.
I'll go over
Amazing.
it. I'll go over it. Oh, but you fucking believe that guy?
What you go with that? Oh, how much? The suit?
The
white?
fucking Bordello, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Bordello. Yeah, great idea, right?
What?
I'm getting containers now.
No, did you believe the shit he was saying about me? How we're a bunch of fucking riffraff, basically, and
Oh, I didn't hear that part. But I mean,
Classic.
well, look, I'm sort of.
we are a riff.
we
Well, like, I don't know about you. I was
yeah, but I
homeless
mean,
most of my life.
you don't fucking say it to someone's face, man. Like, you at least have the common decency to say it behind their backs.
I guess that's not the way they do business here in Texas.
Yeah, well, he's about to find out how I do business.
Oh yeah, what's that? You gonna take all the food?
I'm gonna knock his fucking teeth out in the car park after this.
All right.
All right.
Can't wait to see that.
Hey, listen, man. Shit goes down. You got my back.
Oh yeah, always. You're my ride home.
All right.
Wouldn't want to leave with
good as
anyone else.
As good an excuse as any.
You, me, and Eggs Benny. Meanwhile, is he okay in the car? You cracked the window for him, right?
Oh, shit.
Okay, good.
Sorry, I got kids.
Yeah,
Hang
you
on.
are, mate.
That's all good. All right, so I'll take
You,
the
me, and Eggs
containers
Benny.
that the bar staff gives me, and I'll go over and I'll start initially I'll just be delicately picking things up, and then it'll just
Well, when
I'll get
you
bored.
talk to the bar staff, they're like, "Well, if you don't mind waiting until the end of the night when we're packing up, then we'll portion some out, because whatever food's not eating here is going to go to another charity, and by all means, yep, sure, we can do some takeaway bags, but yeah, not while everybody's still eating.
Oh, we love the good stuff.
I just like the idea of you, me, and Eggs Benny. It's like a sitcom version Dante and a fucking chicken.
You write that down.
And
Wouldn't
can
want
we?
it. You, me,
What about
Benny? I wouldn't want it any other way.
one container now and the rest later?
I mean, I could talk to my manager, but they're gonna say the same thing.
I get a
Don't
couple
talk
of
to the
those.
manager, man. That guy's a dickhead.
All right, I'll figure it out.
Yep.
Can I get 8 beers and a large tray?
Yes. And
Thank you.
He get, just like that round, and he plonks up 8 beers.
Cool. And I'll down 3.
You look like you're in it to win it.
Give 2 to version.
Yep.
And then I'll pick up the other 3 in one hand and take the tray in the other. And I'll go over and dump. If I pass Lorana and Jin, I'll be like, thunk, thunk.
Yep. Yeah.
One on each of their hands.
Yeah. You can
Sorry,
sort of walk past.
relay and
Relay
And
is
then I've got one left in my
trying to
hand.
avoid.
Yeah, he just puts the beer in front of you and walks
Yeah.
past. And then he goes
Yeah.
back over with his large tray and starts grabbing a few pieces.
How obvious are you being?
I'll pick them up. Well, we're pretty, not super, but like I'll pick them up in like twos and pairs, little bits. I'm not like I'm scooping them off the table or anything, like a homeless person.
And you're
But
putting them on the tray, on a plate on the
Yeah,
tray,
yeah.
or just on the tray?
On the tray, yeah.
Okay.
Slot straight onto it.
Yeah, look, just make me a stealth check.
Oh, sure. I mean, I don't mind having a chat to the people. Stealth.
Yep,
Wow.
so
It's a
you
one.
sort of just plonk some over. You get a couple of handfuls over there, and then all of a sudden that barman appears again, and he said, sir, I mean, I believe I was quite clear that wait until the end of the
You
night.
were. We made an agreement that I could have a tray. Now. Very clear.
Are you okay? You've got a twitch there? No. I'd said
I'm not
that-
sure. I think there's something in one of these that doesn't sit well with me.
Well, maybe you should have a seat and stop putting food on the tray. Again, wait until the end of the evening, and look, we can put a pack together for you. That's just fine. But just not while everybody's eating, please, sir.
Well, I'm everyone.
You are, but I'm gonna need to take that tray back now. He sort of leans over and grabs one edge of it.
Oh, I'll sort of resist for a second
Yep.
and then give up.
Thank you. Look, again, there's plenty of plates and stuff.
Is there anything to do here besides eat and drink?
This is a wake up talk? What?
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, but we don't know
I
anyone.
think your friend's calling. And he
Oh,
points.
yeah. Who's he point to?
Don't know, as you kind of look and you think, who's he pointing to? And you look back, he's sort of like walked off to the bar.
Oh, dear. All right. I'll wander over and talk to whoever I think he's pointed to. G'day, mate.
Hello?
Long time no see.
Ages.
This guy looks genuinely confused. Not offended or anything, but just like, you are?
Dante made a speech earlier.
Oh, yes. That.
Rousing, yes.
Well, I mean, it was a speech, I guess. Yes, definitely a speech. How did you know? Do you know Elijah Blackburn?
Like, yeah, technically never had the pleasure of meeting the man. Heard a bit about him. Good friends with his son.
Oh.
Yes. As I've mentioned before, he's my doctor as well as a close friend. Yeah, I mean, he's nothing on his dad, from what I can tell.
But look, I will be honest, I've never really met his son. I only worked in areas around with him.
Just picture me, but slightly skinnier and in a white suit. You pretty much got him.
I know that's him over there.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
I know
that's wrong.
Yeah, that's.
You want to? Yeah. Well, I'll introduce you to him, and I'll just like bring him over and introduce him to Angus.
Yep. And just sort of like facilitate this sort of semi-awkward, but for you 100% natural and a-okay introductions. And it's a bit of a sorry for your loss and all that. And Angus is like, I don't. You can see. Well, no, you think they're long lost friends that have just been reunited. But anybody else looking at Angus is just like, who are you and why are you talking to me? Sort of look.
And when this new guy goes to leave, I leave with him, like leave the conversation. I feel like
just follow him everywhere like he's your best friend.
I'm talking. That's what you're supposed to do when awake.
You just keep going like, you want a beer? Yeah, go off, come back.
Yeah, do you need a drink, sir? You seem empty. Yeah.
Well, a whiskey would be nice. Yes, I guess.
Coming right up. And he jogs off to the counter for a bit.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll get 3 whiskey sours.
Yep. You wait 5 minutes for the guy to make the 3 sours. And you come running back, make a perception check.
Oh, he's fucked up.
Try to dodge me.
You just sort of standing there, you're sort of like casually just sort of like taking this all in, and you sort of see like Dante run past you. He's got like a bit of a wry smile, and he's a bit of a bounce in his step, and he gets to the bar and he orders a couple of drinks, and you see him come running back with a grin. And then he sort of like looks a bit forlorn and confused as he's like looking around the crowd, and he's like, oh.
Dante thought he made a friend.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'll go stand near the toilets just in case he's in there. I'll get him on the way out. And that's it.
Oh shit.
You pull up.
Sipping on my whiskey sour.
Just sort of hang out and wait. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. You
Just
don't.
catch the next bloke on the way out.
Yeah, you're sort of sipping.
Every time the door opens, I'm like,
But you're sipping on your drinks and yeah, look, nothing. You don't really see him there. And as the night starts winding down, the staff start packing up all the food, and you see that barman, and he kind of gives you a point. And he sort of like points over towards the door, and there's another staff like they're putting like sort of some leftover packs there.
For the homeless people.
just on my last
Matam
drink.
Shad.
And yeah, cars are sort of like pulling up out the front, and people are sort of like coming and going, and I say coming and going, but sort of like leaving. Sebastian and Olivia they come up to Angus and sort of just say that they're going home. Angus is like, yep, we'll see you back at the peasant's house later.
They're going to take the car?
At the hovel.
Oh yeah, good point. Well,
might as well
just go
keep it safe.
Wait, yeah, they go wait in the car, I guess, for the time being. Angus says he won't be long. And then sort of as they started, Angus is like sort of looking at you, Jin,
Mhm.
And he's like, "Where are the keys?"
Doesn't doesn't Version have them? He drove. I mean,
Oh
I got my
yeah.
bike here.
Good point. He sort of like comes over to you, Version. He's like, "Right, it's time to go."
Uh, I I got a thing.
Got a thing. You gotta say that.
What? What do you mean a thing?
Yeah, I got. Well, that Bordello prick basically called us and you by proxy. He, called us trash people, man. So I'm gonna knock his fucking teeth out.
Well, I mean,
He's meeting me here in the car park.
okay. He's sort of like, can I at least have my keys first?
But I drive.
Well, I'll give them back to you afterwards.
What if I need him?
are you
I
gonna
think
do?
you're missing the point. What if I need them, which I do?
Yeah, but
Boy, make a note of this.
Like,
I drive,
You
and
do drive.
what if
yes.
I need what
He's
if I
like,
need the keys to
I need the keys.
I
make a
need
point?
I need the keys to let my mother in the car.
Oh, why didn't you say that?
As I said, yep, give me the key. Yep, keys. You hand them over.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
sort of
Hand
like,
him over.
yep. He trundles over to the door and he's like,
He never.
tuk, tuk.
Yeah, but he never said it was for
He
his
runs
mum. He
back
just
and
said
he
he
sort of
wanted.
like, he leads into Jin and he says, apparently, version is going apart.
Hamilton.
Hamilton, thank you.
Oh yeah.
This ought to be interesting.
I mean, I'm always down for a show.
So, I don't know, just stand here.
should,
And
should we at
basically,
least watch?
yeah, but I'm not opposed. And sort of, yeah, they're clearing out the hall, and then the waiters move everything to the side, and they start packing up all the trundles. And that's when you sort of notice that Hamilton Bordeaux is still here, obviously, and everybody else is sort of leaving. And then as the last people sort of leave, the doors shut behind you. And Hamilton is sort of standing, sort of not far from Version, and along with him. Sorry, where's my people page?
I'm not gonna make it to the car park.
I'll say. All right, shall we pull up a pew?
Yeah, Angus just sort of like sits down with you. Yeah, he's got a couple of beers.
Dante starts coming up behind Version. He's sort of hopping,
Yep, sort of
sort of
limbering
hopping and
up.
skipping.
He's just
Yeah,
carrying all this food.
just puts his big, massive hands over my shoulders and starts like, kneading them.
No, I'm literally just hopping and skipping on the spot though. Yeah.
You just had to back him up.
Yeah, he's my
No,
corner
really-
man.
He's just
Really
happy
gotta
to
pee.
be there.
I really need to pee, man. Hurry this up.
Save
makes
it,
more sense.
save it. All right, wait till he's on the ground.
All right. Yeah. Had a lot of beers. I don't know how I made it this long.
Yep. And that's when you notice Hamilton's standing there, and sort of standing next to him is this man in this well-cut black suit with gold filigree and this marble mask. But
Marble mask.
there is 4 others that all have a similar suit, although theirs is just sort of a black suit with a glossy black filigree that goes through it. But they all have similar masks. So this man, his is like a very chiseled, almost David-esque, perfect face. There
Not
is
for long.
a woman, and she has this sort of mask with hair that's sort of tied up, and it almost looks like there's an arrow pinning this stylized hair. A thinner man. He's sort of like, funny enough, much like Dante is sort of like bouncing on the spot, whether he needs to pee or he's limbering. This guy's, it's like sort of he's like, doing some stretches, like not big stretches, but he's just doing the little, he's sort of like lithing out. And then there's a bigger guy, much like your build version, like sort of just a stout looking dude. And you notice like he's sort of in one of his gloved hands, he's got just like a hammer, and he's just sort of like flinging his wrist around.
There's 5 in total. Plus Hamilton.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
I missed
Seems
one,
you
but it should be
didn't,
5. There is 5 plus Hamilton.
Okay. All right.
And they're all
I ain't
clearly
fighting no women, no henchmen.
right.
This was
I got the
between...
women and the henchmen.
Stay out of
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to me.
Rob, have an inspo, mate.
He's on fire.
Jeez.
I ain't fighting no women or no henchmen. This was a feud or a slight between us, not them.
Okay, well, in that case, I shall pick a champion to defend my honor, and I pick him.
What? No, you can't do that. This is a fight between us, me and you. I'm not picking a champion. I'm fighting my own battles.
Oh, good for you. Well, he's going to fight my battles because that's what I pay him for. I don't think you quite understand the situation here. You have come into my home and acted like a terrible boy in front of everybody here. And perish the thought that even one of those people think ill of me because of the scum that Angus has let into my home.
Motherfucker, the next words out of your mouth better be some brilliant fucking Mark Twain shit, because it's going on your tombstone.
That deserves an inspo. Have an inspo. He's just like sort of a wry sort of smile sort of creases across his lips. And he sort of like looks back at Angus and he sort of like shakes his head and he's like, my, how the mighty have fallen. It is so good to see you again, Angus, and I'm glad to see that you are truly no threat to my endeavors, if these are the kind of people that you're associating yourself with. I would say come back any time, but it seems that Nightcity has done you very, very well. And the rainy gutters that you are living in have clearly found you some like-minded individuals.
Yep.
Right.
Just in case you
striding
missed that,
across.
sir, I was calling you gutter scum.
And I stride across directly towards the champion.
Yep.
Hang on, before you do whatever you're gonna do, what is Relay doing? I want to know what.
Desperately trying to distance myself from all of this.
He's looking for a vending machine. Vending
Hey,
machine.
leave my love of vending machines alone.
You haven't been
Maybe we
recording
could
this entire
use
thing?
this distraction.
As long as Relay is safe.
Oh, yeah.
That's what matters.
You think I'm not always recording everything?
And you could be making sure the door's unlocked.
So I presume then Relay is just sort of hanging around near. I went to say Dante. I went to say Version. Got Jinrai in my head. Still stuffed it up. Jinrai
Yeah.
and Angus, who are sitting
Yeah.
down with beers.
Yeah, I'll
Let's
just be
have a watch.
standing.
Just imagine the
Or
waiting staff
sitting
are putting the
quietly
containers
next
next
to
to them.
Yeah, and there is a stack up there. Sorry, bear with me. I just got to grab my book. All right. So as you
Yeah.
start striding forward, and you're sort of like just cracking your hand, your back getting all loose, and it's clear that you're heading towards this other guy, not him. Yeah, he sort of like just sort of starts to match your, like he just starts walking up to you too, and he sort of like flicks his arm and squares off.
Face
I
off.
just got
Does he like?
Do you
Does he
think
Henry
this is a good
Cavill
idea?
cock his
A
arms?
bit of arm cocking. Yeah, he sort of like just because he's still got the jacket on. He kind of just, just shakes the shoulders
Shrugs
to
off.
get
Yeah.
the so it doesn't pull.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
Oh,
little bit
Dante
of that.
takes his jacket off. Yeah.
I've already got my jacket off. It's full of fucking sausage rolls.
fucking, like chicken wings and grits and
I start swinging the sausage rolls over my head.
crumbs and sauces flying everywhere. It's like food confetti.
Do we have our guns and shit?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think anybody said they were actually bringing guns in. And if it helps, none of these people look armed.
Okay.
Except for the hammer.
Except for the dude with the hammer.
Except for the dude that's pulled out a hammer.
Is
Is he the
it like
champion?
a proper
No.
like?
No.
Is it a proper hammer or is it like something out of the kitchen, like a meat mallet?
No, it looks like, and I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's not like a normal household hammer.
It's not a ball peen.
Yeah, it's more like a ball peen hammer. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like the big, slightly bigger round face with the ball on the back.
Yeah.
No, fuck, wrong book. Sorry.
As long as it all stays one-on-one.
You want a new vid?
Yeah.
we will in a second. Actually, yeah.
Sure.
Welcome back. All right, so as you square up with this guy, we will kick off with some initiative.
Okie dokie.
Now, I will say
17.
Jinrai will not jump in unless it changes from a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Wait, so I'm not meant to fight?
No, mate, you're just there in case like shit goes down. Like that's what we agreed on earlier.
Shit's going down.
Exploded.
I don't even know where my initiative is anyway. Oh, Rana's in.
Do you want our initiative anyway, or do you want to wait?
Wait
Yeah.
until you decide you're going to step in.
I'm not going to step in, but I'm going to scoot around. I want to check the doors.
All right, so I'll give you a quick rundown. So basically, there's the big hall. All the tables have been pushed to the side, as well as chairs. So sort of Version and this guy are sort of squaring up into the center of the room. You guys are sort of near the front door, or the entrance, where a couple of tables and some chairs are still set up. You presume there's the doors to the toilet and the doors to the kitchen area. If you want to walk around, go for it. So you start to do that as this kicks off. Version, you actually win combat.
I am gonna
Win combat done. was easy.
just
Combat,
also gonna
sweet.
say I am gonna keep angled towards them so that I can keep filming.
Yep.
With my little hidden cam.
Yeah, that's right. So you're up first, Jay.
All right. Guess I'll try and do the old Brad Pitt and Troy sidestep fucking neck punch to start with. So I'm just going to use my Ripper arm thing in the sheet. It's just melee.
Oh, okay,
Um,
yeah. So you're not using the blade, but you're just going to use the fact that you've got a metal hand. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a 19.
Okay, so he's going to try to anyway. Where's his evasion?
He's got high reflex.
Sorry, bear with me. I've got a backwards maths this. Holy shit, yeah, only just. So he's like, as you come wheeling in, he like sort of goes to like fucking kung fu parry, and you feel it connect, but it's not enough to stop this bionic arm.
Hmm. Okay.
Nice. So you want me to roll damage?
I think you click on the
yes,
word.
you can roll. Yeah. If you click on the name, rip a left arm. Oh, hang on. How much damage will that do?
I just
Should be
clicked
on
on
the
attack. So
Should be based on the
Says-
size of his body.
Yeah, there you go. 2d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, all you got to do is click on. So where it rolled, the 19 rip a left arm melee. If you click
Yeah.
on rip a left arm, it should roll.
Oh,
damage.
yeah, I get you. Okay. Do you want me to do that, or are you
Yeah, you
just
can
going
do
to
it,
take
mate.
the 7?
Oh, up to
Okay.
you, buddy.
Oh, it's less damage.
Damn.
Less,
Oh, well.
yeah.
Fuck it.
Yep, that's right. Yep. So as you're driving in, you just sort of like at the last moment, he sort of like turns, and you feel that it doesn't quite hit solidly.
Yeah,
And
wasn't
it
a
kinda-
solid hit.
Yeah, it glances off a bit, but you can sort of hear him go. "Ugh." Beautiful 5.
Now,
Okay.
brawling is rate of fire 2.
So you can have another attack.
Oh, so I get 2. Sick. That's a 20.
He's going to try to evade again.
Fail.
No, that was 2 10s and a 2. So as you come in with a real, you're sure of it, he just easily sidesteps that one. Alright, now his turn.
Shit.
I think it was a good roll.
What's your reflex, Jared?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find
Isn't
that.
it dexterity?
No, your reflex
Those
is
are
what
reflexes,
does your
okay.
evasion. Oh, no,
7.
dexterity.
Yeah.
I said dexterity.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dex is 8. Reflex is 7.
Because I was pretty sure version can actually evade. Because I'm sure he
Hang
did
on.
it before.
Hmm.
Is there supposed to be a number?
I'm with you. I know
No.
what you're talking about.
They're all blank.
We'll just tap evasion and see what happens.
Evasion.
Yeah, just click on it and see what happens.
Hey, 17. Sorry, give me 2 seconds.
It's
14
breathing
base.
super heavily.
Alright, so what do you got? 17. First one hits. Do you want to make another one?
Another evasion, yeah.
Yeah, because you can dodge as many shots as you want, as far as I understand.
Okay.
Oh.
22.
Second one you just dodged, so very similar.
Paddy, pull your mic a little bit away from your mouth.
Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, that's terrible. You take 4 points of damage. So you, I know you're wearing armor, aren't you? You're in your flak vest.
Hmm.
Are we?
He is.
Yeah, because I put the stuff over it.
That's why he looks so odd. Or partially why.
Yeah.
So your
okay.
armor only works half as good for melee.
Right. Where the fuck is my health? This sheet is so small.
It's on the left.
Yep, should
Hit
be
points.
under all your class skills.
Mhm.
Hit points currently 40.
Hit points.
Okay. Oh, yeah, same. All right, so I'll take that down to 36. Nice. Righto. Yeah, I'll attack again, I guess. That's an 18 and a 19 for the second.
Same again. So you hit with the first, but he dodges the second.
Okay. Come on. 5 damage.
Sweet leg.
Don't, Dante.
Just walks up, pops her one like.
Please don't fucking escalate this.
Yeah, so Dante wants to do like the proper face off, the actual action. Like,
Oh, like the cool, like
Yeah.
you're standing off with like a gunslinger sort of thing.
Hold on. All right. So, yeah, make your evasions as he comes in, swing him for another 2 shots.
Yep. Oh, man. God. Oh my god, my computer is so fucking slow
That's right.
tonight. 21
And again.
and 19 for the second.
Okay, so you dodged the first one well and truly, but you copped the second
Yep.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay, and I can reduce that by taking some in my armor, can't
That's
I?
right. So half your armor. So whatever the total is, half it, and then take
Yeah.
that away from the damage.
The 8.
So at the moment,
Okay.
if your armor is full, half of
Armor.
it
My armor says 11/5.
Yep. So at the moment, your armor is only worth 5. So half
Okay.
that, round up, is 3.
2, 3. Yep.
Yep. So the first time you got hit for 4,
Yep.
you only took 1 point of damage.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So 39. And then for this second hit now, that was 8. Half that.
No.
Or sorry, take 3 away from that.
Yes, because I don't believe
And then
this
I take
melee
5
ablates
hit points.
armor.
Yeah, cool.
I could
Alright,
be wrong,
so I got-
but it's not. Yeah.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't think it
I'm
does
on
either.
34.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright. Maths.
Yeah, that was the second hit because you dodged the first. All right.
Why did I have to pick a fucking hobby that had maths?
Because it's a fun one. So what exactly are you doing there, Dante? Are you sort of like going
there's
for
a
your faux
face-off
host?
mechanic.
Oh,
Like, it's
you want
like
to do that?
Face.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well, you look
I'm
that
just-
up
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
while we do another round.
Sure.
Go for
I
it.
would like to have a swig of my first beer for the night.
Tastes good. Tastes really good. Nice and refreshing.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. First one was a crit.
That's not going to be
So-
a dodgeable. Yeah, he certainly didn't dodge that.
Yep. And then the second one is a 14.
Yep. So he dodges the second one. All right. So go for it. Roll your damage.
Come on, baby.
Does he get extra damage for the
11.
crit or not?
No, you only get the extra damage if you roll 2d6. You
on the
roll
damage.
2 6s on the damage. That's
That's right.
a damage crit.
Yep.
But
yeah,
even
I
still,
remember.
that's 100% hit. 11 is still solid damage too.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, straight up like gut punch him this time. So like the first hit that I did was like a double punch, basically, just like on his like side of his sort of neck, basically, and then I've just sort of switched up grabbed him by the back of the neck and just
Yep.
into the
And
gut.
this is the first time he's sort of shown like that was that you did a good hit because you kind of hear him go. Whereas before he just kind of kept moving, like he didn't stop. Whereas this time he kind of bounces in his step for a little bit, and he's sort of like. Not that you can see his face, but you know what I mean. Like you can hear.
I sort of give him a little smirk.
I turn to Angus and I say, "Yo, you should have given him some buff out before he did this. Give him a cup of drugs."
Cold.
Sorry, I lost my page again. Oh, there it is. Alright.
Yeah.
What's happening? That was a bit of dead air.
Yeah, just a bit of dead air where I was just looking at what he could do. But he's just going to continue the attack. Alright, roll your evasions, mate.
Yeah.
Not sure if there's a.
It's good. Better. 20 and 28.
Bloody hell. You dodge the first one only just, like you feel him like catch your beard just as it swings past. But even with the 28, he still gets you.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Did he get a crit?
Yeah, his exploded as well. So you take 9 points of damage.
Minus the 3 for your armor.
Minus the 3 for my armor, yeah. So that's 6. So that takes me to 28. Oh.
You're up, mate.
All right.
Fight,
Pew.
fight, fight.
Pew.
He's done it again.
Jesus. 16 followed by 26. Crits all night tonight. What's going on?
Yeah, boys, 20s for days.
Fucking close. So dodge the first one. The second one is a few points short. Bow, bow. So yep, roll your damage.
6.
Six.
Yep. Suppose I'll do my evasion.
Yeah, mate. And you can sort of hear him grunting. Oh,
Oh, they're 2.
they are.
9 and 10.
Yep.
Is he
So
ripped here?
you feel a moment of sort of cocksureness, but it leaves you open as he comes in with 2 hits. The first one for 9, the second one for 5.
2, it's 8 damage, all right. Okay.
Sorry, give it 1 second.
2.
This is basically like this fight so far just looks like we're just like I get a hit, he gets a hit. I get a
You're
hit,
basically just scrapping. Like haven't really moved from the center as you're just like trading punches, but you're kind of like flicking off, deflecting.
Can I maybe try and do a takedown or something?
You can. So there are 3 other moves you can do, which is a grab, choke, and a throw.
Ooh.
Can I throw after you grab those, alright?
Well, that's right. So once you've grappled, then you can throw.
Or choke. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry.
Choking
You
spell.
grab. If you continually grab for three turns, it turns into a choke. No, sorry. If you grab, you can
Pass
turn that
out.
into a choke, and if you choke for 3 turns, that's a sleeper hold. You've locked it in. They're out. That's it. Done.
Nice.
Um,
Nice.
or you could throw. Yes.
Right. Gonna go fighting skills.
Or you fuck it up.
Yeah.
All right. You want to do a face-off while he's looking
Thanks,
for
Nate.
fighting?
So while he's thinking, we shall do a face-off. So you're sort of
Oh, face
like
down is
you're
called, sorry.
doing. Oh, yeah, face down. You sort of like do a little bit of peacocking, and you're sort of like wiggling around as you get her attention, and you can see like everybody's sort of like watching the fight, and then everybody sort of like turns and looks at you. So you know at one point they're looking, and you sort of like you kind of give her, your chin up towards her, and you kind of give her the yeah. All right. So your reputation is not a lot because
Oh, I
you're
figured.
not in Night City.
All right. I don't know who they are either. So.
But they're associating you with Angus, so that at least gets you some.
Really?
Well, yeah, it's not good though.
I'll take it.
So
as long as it's not negative reputation.
No, I'll give you a rep of 2.
Ooh, pretty good. I'll take it. All right, so.
Yeah, you will.
So
Oh, fuck. No, I'll use a spunk spell on that. Fuck.
I would too.
Another.
Mate.
It's all crit fails and crit.
I haven't done
successes.
anything but a crit fail yet. All right, so that'll be 16 total.
Nice roll, mate.
What's your cool, Rob?
It's
That's
alright.
6.
Hey, what is it?
It's a 6.
So what'd you get? 16.
Yeah.
Nothing
Damn.
Better take that spunk
happens.
spell off.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a draw.
Sort of see,
But-
she just kind of like cocks her head the other way and looks at you.
Respect.
Jay, what are you thinking?
Yeah, so I want to try and sweep the leg if I can.
Do you want to
Get him,
try and grab
get
him?
him on the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I'll try and grab him and
Yep.
get him
So
to the
it's
ground if I
basically the
can.
same as a brawling roll.
So just click brawling.
Yep.
Very well.
Solid roll.
19.
I mean, sweep the leg's probably in the martial arts area somewhere, but yeah,
It would be.
get into it.
Well, it's not like I'm not like doing the the spinning low kick or anything like the spinning
Yeah,
roundhouse.
I'm
low
hitting
kick.
with your shin into
Oh,
the,
it's just a takedown.
into
Yep.
the muscle.
This
yeah.
is a takedown. Like I'm shooting for the legs basically.
Yep. So you
Oh,
go
I
for
should say-
you go for a double leg takedown, and he essentially wizards and just like flattens his legs out behind him and just flicks you
Oh, I
back up
fucking
off
hate
of
that
him.
move. Hate that move.
But you did like you got your hands on his hips, just as you were about to like swing for the legs, and he just at the last second just flicks you up.
All right. Do I still have another attack?
No, a grab
could do?
is
No?
your turn.
Grab is 2. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
All
right.
And as you flick up, he just comes firing at you. So you can still make 2 evasions.
Better.
Maybe you're better off boxing him.
You never know.
He's just
If you do get
got
the
you
grab,
in
it,
the
they got to
second
spend their
as well.
turn getting out of it.
Well, that's it. Like if you do grab him, it does tangle them up.
Mhm.
That was a terrible roll. That was oh no, it's not too bad. So the first hit is 5, second hit is 8.
Okay. So
Damage.
7 total.
2, yeah.
Oh no,
It's getting
sorry.
there.
They can do stuff, but it's at a massive. Well, it's at a disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
All right. Um,
Oh, everybody does. My bad.
do I want to shoot again? I think I'll just hit him.
Sorry, hitting again.
Punching.
Yeah, just punching again. It's a 16 and a 19.
First dodge. Second dodge.
Fuck!
Go for yours, mate.
Come on, version. Quit playing and hitting.
Oh, really? Really? I hadn't thought of that.
Fighting like a homeless person. Come on. Fire up, son.
Yep, you're starting to feel a bit wobbly in the legs as he chases up with 2 more punches.
Ooh.
That was close.
Why didn't I do this? Come on.
9 and 10.
There we go. Damage?
Yep.
Oh. Okay, so 9, 6, 10,
15.
7. Yeah, I'm getting there. Version, like, so we go into slow motion as this last punch connects, and Version's just
No.
hits the deck.
Everybody, just sort of sees this moment. You're like, what? And just as the light hits it, you like sort of see him come right round with like a big left hook, and everybody just sort of sees Virgin's head snap around, and this big glistening trail of blood flies out as he sort of pirouettes down and just slumps. And that is where we'll leave it there.
Well done.
Why can't I win fights?
Oh, you're doing good there until you rolled a couple of poo ones.
Mm.
Alright. Whisper me some MVPs.
Okay.
For all of those still watching, Preesh, love your work. You know where to find us, because 43 episodes in, plus all the others.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Mainly Rob, but you know. Alright.
Mostly Rob. Yeah, subscribe. Do that thing.
Hit the subscribe.
Just subscribe.
Yeah.
Thanks,
on,
Nathan's
you won't.
other mate that just jumped on board.
Yeah, Chris.
Yep. Cheers, Chris.
Yeah, get amongst him. Don't know if you're going to watch, but subscribed. Legend.
Every time you don't subscribe, we lose a hit dice.
Jesus.
No.
No, they don't. They don't know that.
I don't care though.
But
Oh,
I
right.
do.
Every time you don't subscribe, a puppy cries. There you go.
Markle,
What
stop
is it?
crying. He's sobbing. Ugly, ugly tears.
Don't be a monster. Hit that like button.
Yeah, don't be a monster. Drum roll.
Fucking.
Cyberpunk drum roll.
Good
Good enough. Good enough. Split decision, which is kind of fitting considering it ended in a fight. So I guess the referees voted.
But the fight was TK.
Yeah, 28-29.
One for coming.
28-29. It's a draw. Dante and Version both get a Spunkspiration.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. I'll be sure to use that when I regain consciousness.
Yeah, to Spunkspiration your teeth back in your head. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week. Till then, be well. Have a good week. Peace.
Not
You
all.
too.
Says
Eat more rice.